She drinks every day. This last couple of weeks, she's been at the bar every single night, except for maybe 1 or 2 days. She had a CPS investigating us, and because she had the house nasty and stuff like that, dirty.
How much are you paid?
Huh?
How much are you paid?
He's paid like $52 an hour.
Suit affecting the parent-child relationship.
What are the names of the children in this case?
It's Donnie Aguilar III, Joshua Aguilar, Araceli Aguilar, and Ileana Aguilar.
All right. Who do those children live with?
They live with me
How long have they lived with you?
since they were born.
All right. Did you and Miss Aguilar live together at some point?
Yes, sir. We're married for 20 years.
Okay. When did the two of you stop living together?
In February.
Of this year?
Yes, sir. Of this year.
Okay. Who should determine the primary residence of the children going forward?
I do.
Why should it be you instead of Miss Aguilar?
I've had the kids since February, and like I said, she had a CPS investigating us, and because she had the house nasty and stuff like that, dirty. She wouldn't take care of the kids the way she was supposed to. Wouldn't come home, things like that, and then she's got these other things going on with the state board of nursing that with her appeal deal that's going on and things like that. So I just want to make sure that my kids are safe and have a stable home.
Okay. You covered a lot there, so let me break that down a little bit. You mentioned that CPS was called at some point. Why was CPS called?
Because Laura had called the sheriff's department on me because I wouldn't give her back her laptop until the house was clean, is what she had stated. But they came over here and everything like that. She left with them. I called her back the next day, come back home because the kids need their mom, and I was trying to do everything I could to keep us together, but it just didn't happen. I gave her an ultimatum in February. I said, either quit drinking or get out, because she was out drinking and driving with my son and my daughter and my two younger ones, Joshua and Ileana. And I told her, that's enough. I can't jeopardize my kids like that anymore. So I had her move out if she wasn't going to get any help.
Okay. All right. You've raised a few more questions, and that's fine. So you said that Miss Aguilar called CPS on you.
No, sir. She called the sheriff's department on us.
Okay.
And the sheriff's department had then called CPS.
Okay. And why did the sheriff's department call CPS?
Because they seen the house, how dirty it was and everything. They wanted to make sure the kids were safe.
Okay, so the house was dirty, and so were you living there at the time?
No, sir. I was living in an RV in the back, just to kind of keep the conflict down to a minimal, between me and Laura, because we had been fighting quite a bit.
Okay, so you're saying Miss Aguilar kept the house in a, I guess, not livable condition, and CPS was called?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Okay, what was wrong with the house?
Everything. We had dishes piled up. I have a video of it. We had dishes piled up, all on the sink. The floors were dirty. Laundry was piled up in the back. There wasn't any food in the fridge, things like that.
Okay. What was the result of the CPS investigation?
I started getting back in the home, and I started, cleaning up, doing whatever I could, painting, repairing things that need to be repaired, little minor things. And they did in the house, that it was fine. The kids had everything they needed, and so they closed the case on us, and I think it was February 15th. It's when they closed the case on us. And
okay, and so that you got back in the house after Miss Aguilar left?
Yes.
Okay. You mentioned a incident of drunk driving. When did that occur?
It was on February the 3rd.
Of this year?
Yes, sir, of this year.
Was Miss Aguilar arrested for
No, she was
driving?
It was just she got home that afternoon, and you tell she had been drinking. She had just out there, and then those beer cans all in the car and stuff like that. And my son had told me already she had been drinking.
Okay. And which children were with her?
Joshua and Ileana.
Okay, and they told you the same thing?
Well, Ileana stayed with one of her aunts, and Joshua came home and told me.
Okay.
He had texted me before he even got home, but yeah.
Has Miss Aguilar ever been arrested before for a DUI?
No.
Okay. And you mentioned also that she was under some kind of investigation for her work.
Sir.
What's going on there?
Through the State Board of Nursing, to the state.
Okay. What's she under investigation for?
For pill theft.
What did she allegedly take?
I don't recall right offhand. I know it was like a bunch of narcotics. It was hydrocodone, oxycodone, fentanyl.
Okay. In your opinion, does Miss Aguilar have some drug issues?
I don't think she has drug issues. I think she has money issues or something, because I don't think she's on drugs, but I know the drinking is an issue. That's my biggest part of it, is drinking, because, like I say, I just want to make sure my kids are safe.
Okay.
The petitioner claims Ms. Aguilar has been drinking excessively, leaving the home in disarray, and was even investigated by Child Protective Services. The allegations go further. He says she drove under the influence with their children in the car and is now under investigation for prescription drug theft. For months, the mother has had minimal contact with the children, while the father has taken full responsibility for their schooling and daily care. Now he's requesting supervised visitation, prioritizing their safety. But he's willing to allow increased access if she seeks professional help. At the heart of this case is one crucial question. What's in the best interest of the children? The court's decision will determine their future. Stay tuned for updates as this case unfolds.
Mr. Aguilar, they have to be in the form of a question. It's not an opportunity for you to give testimony, but to ask Mr. Aguilar questions about what he just testified to.
No.
Okay. Mr. Blackburn?
Call Miss Aguilar, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Aguilar, will you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I didn't.
Okay, you can lower your hand. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, what is your full name?
Laura Aguilar
And
or Laura Luna Aguilar?
you're the mother of the children?
Yes.
Is it correct that the children have been living solely with Mr. Aguilar for the last 7 months approximately?
Yes, since February.
Okay. Do you have any issues with him determining the primary residence of the children going forward?
I don't.
For what it's worth, Your Honor, I'll offer this all payments made. This is the first page of Laura Aguilar evidence. Offer that as states 3.
Any objection, Mr. Aguilar?
No, ma'am.
Any objection, Ms. Aguilar?
No.
All right, State's Exhibit 3 is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Aguilar, do you have any issues with Mr. Aguilar having your address, your phone number, that sort of thing?
No, he already knows where I live at, so.
Do you have any safety concerns with him or with anybody else?
I just don't want to be anywhere near him for sure.
Why is that?
We had an incident back in like Easter. It was around Easter. I mean, I have that police report included. That's why I'm not going to be anywhere near him.
What happened?
Well, I went to go take the kids their Easter baskets and all for Easter. And he kicked me out of the house and he came out to my car and he was shaking my car door. I was telling him to get away from the car and then he spit in my face.
All right. And you called the police?
No, I was able to leave after he spit in my face. He walked away.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say, ma'am?
No.
All right. So, ma'am, I've done some calculations here for child support. I've calculated a pro rata amount for the insurance that you carry for the children at $465. And I've added up your amounts from your W-2s. That gives me a monthly gross of $10,056.74. That leads me to a calculation for child support of $2,548.20. Do you have any reason to disagree with paying that amount in child support?
No, that's fine.
All right, and I'll pass this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar, do you have any questions of Ms. Aguilar about what she testified to?
Yes, ma'am. I do. If they had called, if you had made a police report on that, why didn't the police come and question me anything about spitting in your face or anything like that? Is that the same day that you rolled my hand in the window?
Hold on. Let's answer the first question that you have. Ms. Aguilar?
Yes. Like you can see, I have the police report included with everything. So, I mean, police have my statement, whether they went to go and question him or anything. I mean, that doesn't have nothing to do with me after that. After I did my police report, that's all I need to do.
Okay.
I didn't
Mr.
follow up. I just left it.
Mr. Aguilar, next question.
Was this the same day that you rolled up my hand in the window and that's whenever I was shaking the car door? Is this the same day?
No, you were shaking the car door before, and like I said, I have my cousin went with me just because I kind of knew, well, I didn't want to be by myself. So my cousin was a witness to whatever happened.
You say you're scared to approach me by myself, but how many times have you met me by myself since and prior?
At the store.
At the store,
Where
at your work.
there's, at the store where there's video surveillance, yes.
Yeah, and at the stores and at your work. There's no video surveillance at your work outside the parking lot. I've met you a couple of times out there.
My coworkers were watching the whole time, so.
In all the court cases I've observed, it's rare, if ever, that I've seen a father resort to dishonesty just to gain custody or child support. More often than not, fathers are simply fighting for fairness and the chance to be present in their child's life. Sadly, the same cannot always be said in reverse. The system frequently prioritizes emotionally driven narratives over hard facts, creating an imbalance in family court decisions. This case is yet another reminder that integrity and patience are key in legal battles involving family matters.
Blackburn?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Aguilar, would you agree that your children are old enough to communicate to you if there's some sort of issue with mom saying, hey, she's drunk or something's not right here? You'd agree with that, right?
Yeah, up to an extent. My two youngest ones are kind of afraid to, tell me anything about it, and even my oldest daughter, she said a lot of times she wouldn't, you want to say anything, just start fights, just keep, the peace a little bit, because that was her biggest issue, was the drinking.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, I'll rest.
State is rested. That means they have no further evidence, no further testimony. Mr. Aguilar, do you have any further evidence or testimony?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Aguilar, do you have any further evidence or testimony? Okay. Close, Mr. Blackburn.
Your Honor, I believe the court should make appropriate orders for conservatorship and visitation. I believe the court should order Ms. Aguilar to carry the insurance at a cost of, the credit for $465 a month for the cost for the health and dental insurance. The child support, I believe the court should order that to be $2,548 per month beginning October the 1st. As far as retroactive support, Your Honor, we're only talking about 7 months here. Mr. Aguilar did admit that Ms. Aguilar was giving him $1,000 twice a month for the past couple of months. So I think it sounds like their numbers kind of align as far as what she's given him. I think there should be some retro, Your Honor, maybe in the neighborhood of $5,000. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar, what are you requesting?
I'm a retro for, and also for my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was in school and Lord didn't help me pay none of her graduation, any of that stuff. So, I'd like some of that back, I've had to sell everything I own just to keep my house, and it's been tough, my kids have had to do without, and she's been living high on it, a brand new car, brand new everything, and we're struggling to make it.
Okay, and Ms. Aguilar, what are you requesting?
Well, whenever we first had our first hearing, I have paid a lot in the house, and even whenever I first left, I gave him $1,900 that first month, whenever, in February. So as far as the house goes, he has our house. I'm not even fighting for the house or anything like that. I'm not even doing anything about the house. I just pretty much, I'm leaving it as it is, and I don't want anything to do with that house. So.
Has anyone filed for divorce, Ms. Aguilar?
I haven't. I'm on the verge of filing for it. I
Okay.
just have to come up.
Okay, that's all I need to know. All right. Anything else?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. I will find that the children live with Mr. Aguilar and that Miss Aguilar, that the parties are married and Miss Aguilar is separated from Mr. Aguilar. I will name Mr. Aguilar sole managing conservator of the children, with Miss Aguilar being named a possessory conservator. Mr. Aguilar will be the conservator with the exclusive right to determine the primary residence of the children without regard to geographic location. I will order Miss Aguilar to maintain health and
According to his testimony, he is single-handedly raising 4 to 5 children, even selling everything he owned just to keep a roof over their heads. Despite these immense challenges, he stays focused on their well-being, refusing to engage in false claims or unnecessary drama. This case is a powerful reminder of the sacrifices many fathers make to provide stability for their children, often without the same level of support or recognition. Next voice, next voice. If you like this video, you're going to love the next one. Click on it now, and I'll see you there.